Call our meeting to order. First order of business, adoption of agenda.
Move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the minutes from the May 16th meeting. Have a chance to review those. Any questions?
Move to approve as presented. Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the May 16th meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No business from the audience. One thing to look at, we did have a property damage incident, looked like a phone line.
That was apparently abandoned, no one claimed it, but it wasn't ours.
Okay,
No one's out of service, and only Bluebird hadn't claimed it, and AT&T did.
but we didn't repair it, okay. All right, with that, we'll start with reports. First up, Jared, good morning.
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 Had a call with Ethos last week. They are now sending one of the turbine blades off from each row to be tested, and they're saying they're gonna send those overseas. It was cheaper to send them overseas and have those tested there than to do them here. They're now pushing our time back to August for reassembly. I have spoke with the insurance company. They do have all the information they're needing, and they're evaluating the claim now. And the crews have just about got the exhaust plenum done. They should finish that up today or tomorrow. And we have to have another call with Ethos tomorrow morning, so see how that goes.
Does this impact our credit for the length of time they gave us?
Right now it doesn't, no.
Right now it doesn't? Okay.
So,
All right.
And we're definitely pushing it though.
Yep. Yep. That's all I got unless you got any questions.
Any questions?
Yes, I think,
I just was looking at the notes, I saw it's due today.
I think Jennifer needed the approved minutes from today.
Okay,
and then
to get it submitted.
Yep.
Any other questions for Jared? Thank you. Next, Grant, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Just one little update, the HVAC project, it's still not complete, we're still waiting on a return vent. And the original blower motor in the unit went out, and they used the old blower motor from the old unit. It is warranted, but it won't be in until the end of the month of June, so waiting on that. Other than that, that's all I got, unless you have any questions.
Any questions for Grant? Okay, thank you, Grant. Doug, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I don't have anything to add to the board packet, but any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them for you.
We always service the light out at the airport.
Typically,
Has it always been
yeah,
on?
that elevated platform, we did the best we could. It was out for quite some time.
Sure.
They were gonna get some professionals in to look at it. I actually forgot about it until they reminded me that it was still out, so we just did a little extra what we could do to help them get it going. So troubleshooting, and ended up replacing the gearbox and the motor. And I think that worked for a few days, and I think it took a hit of lightning and blew the bulb out, so then we had to replace the bulb a couple days ago. So it's working now.
Any more questions for Doug? Thank you, Doug. Morning, Mayor.
Hey guys, morning y'all.
Next, Jim, good morning.
Morning. I noticed there the Maverick has been delivered, so came in Friday after the last board meeting, so we'll get that on the road and check it out. Guys are blowing fiber up on Wildcat Road today, probably 7,000 feet or so hopefully that goes well, but other than that, nothing much to report, just business as usual.
Any questions, Jim?
Boring going all right with the rock.
They haven't got that far yet.
Oh, not yet.
The one that's by the quarry, that contract, we're still working with the highway department to see if they'll let us deviate from their normal 6 foot from the edge of the right of way, because that gets you way off in the woods. And then Coleman's contract, he's finishing up the one from last year before he starts on this year, so he should be probably 2 weeks or so, he'll be starting down around Bucks Nord in that area.
How long a stretch is that by the quarry?
The one contract is just 5,000 feet from the road north of the quarry to the road south of the quarry, that new road there, so. And then Coleman's got about 22 miles surrounding that.
Who got the bid on that 5,000?
Midwest Excavating out of Warrensburg,
Okay,
I believe that's their name.
that's not gonna be an easy chore.
No. They're counting on the highway department giving them some, which may or may not happen, so we may be coming back and going to a different bidder if he backs out.
They were quite a
Yeah.
bit lower,
Yeah.
and they kind of were concerned about it. Yeah. Anything else for Jim? We'll move on. Good morning, Eric.
Morning. Just update on our dry flow pumps. They've got one in the shop now repairing it. Should get it back within the next couple of weeks. The other pump, the stator, is 10 weeks out. But once we get the one that's in the shop back now, we'll have all pumps back in service. So that one we're waiting on the stator will be a spare. Other than that, be happy to answer any questions.
Nothing for Eric? Okay.
Toured the plant yesterday, just this, all the improvements been done, it's pretty wild, pretty great what you're doing.
Thanks.
Travis, good morning.
Morning. You did see that the well maintenance and treatment project is progressing. They did the original cleaning on well 4, but when they started, the specific capacity was at like 36 gallon per minute per foot of drawdown. After they did the first treatment, it actually dropped down to 27.5 gallons per minute per foot. So they're recommending, since we're pulling that pump for repairs anyway, when they pull the pump out and everything, then do an additional acid treatment along with swabbing. And what they're thinking's going on is that the well screen's becoming plugged and the acid treatment alone wouldn't do it. So they're recommending to do the swabbing. It's basically like a big wire brush that they'll get in there and clean it better, which of course it's extra money, but it'll put it a little bit over budget for what we had. I think it'd be a little over $2,000 more than the budget was, but
Some kind of mineral deposits
yeah,
blocking it?
yep.
Okay.
Is that basically well efficiency, how well it's pumping or?
Yes.
Okay, or what it's
And
producing?
how much is getting into the well and everything.
I saw in the y'all's report the cost for that acid to dispose of it.
Yes.
Yeah, and was that just?
That was
first
one bid.
One bid?
And it was like,
Okay.
oh, wow. So
Okay.
still reaching out to some other vendors to see if I can get some
There's-
more quotes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting near that.
Yeah.
I don't remember us having much of a problem with that before. I mean,
On the well?
uh-huh.
Yeah, this is the first time we've actually had an issue with that. So, yeah, I'm not real sure on it. When I look back at some of our records, whenever we've been doing our monthly drawdowns and everything, you can, with the spreadsheet, you can see that it's been gradually going down some, but not quite that bad. So,
Well, that's not an indication of what's,
yeah, I'm hoping that the swabbing and everything, I'm hoping that's gonna take care of it. There's some other things they could do if it doesn't, but that gets into a whole bunch of other things, so.
Thank you. So you're just gonna come back for the additional?
Yeah, whenever they pull that one to replace the pump, they'll go ahead and do that before they do it.
Anything for Travis? Megan's not here. Anything to add to Megan's report?
No.
Okay. Looks like the summer help, she's got what, 4 of 6?
Yep, I think it's one more than we had last year. So
Yeah.
We're
Uh-huh.
getting there.
I'm good. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's a good point, yeah. So, yeah, there's a kind of a nice safety achievement there with the water treatment, 14 years, no recordables. That's great. Thank you, Whit. Yeah. Congratulations. Tony, good morning.
Morning. Just some updates there. I do have scheduled next Friday, we're going to convert our time of use billing over into our live software. But we're still probably not gonna, we're still not planning on making that an option until October, but we probably will be reaching out for some volunteers maybe in July who wants to pilot that, so you guys are more than welcome to put your name in if you want. Yeah. Other than that, it's not in here, but I did get, our general liability insurance is due June 1st, is up June 1st. I did get a renewal. It did go up 11.5%. I think I budgeted for 10. I did have them try to go out for quotes just to see where we were at. The 2 they did submit to declined, so we're thinking, talking with Assured yesterday, they're thinking that we just didn't allow enough time. I think we submitted it, I got paperwork to them mid-May or April, and they're telling me we probably need to go about 90 days out. So I told them that we'll submit it again next year to see if we can get any quotes. But we've been around 10% on average for the last 4 years. So you will probably see that in the next disbursements, next board meeting. So other than that, not much there unless you guys have any questions for me.
Do we have the lead and copper rule information out on the website, just if people want to do it?
I think we do, yeah, yeah. That was kind of we have several customers that get their bill emailed to them. So we had a little challenge there trying to pull addresses from, pulling a list of people that get their bill emailed and printing bills or the notices and getting them sent out, but we did get those out, so. Talking with Tyler, the software, we can do we could email, when we email the bill, we could email a link that they could click on and possibly fill it out, but I think with the route we were going, we just figured it'd be easier just to get it mailed out this time.
So if you had a rural internet customer, did they get that survey too?
No,
Okay,
no.
all right.
I just pulled just people that receive a water bill from us.
Okay.
So,
All right. Anything else for Tony? Jeff, good morning.
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 I passed you gentlemen out a copy of our 6 coincident feet. It changes every June. It did go up. Percentage-wise, we're about the same. I think we went up about, if you can look over there in the lower right column, 0.12%. If you remember, we used to do a 1 coincident peak. Now we're doing 6, and I think that's to kind of levelize. But you can see here 4 days there in June or July, actually August, got us, and then in that cold weather in January, we set our winter peak. And you can see there on our winter peak, our percentage is quite a bit lower. That's because we've got some of the southern members in the pool are winter peakers, so they don't have natural gas. And I don't think Lebanon and Rolla, I think those are kind of mostly electric heat, so you got some winter peakers there. So it's going to go up. Our percentage will be a little bit higher, and that's for our asset or demand charge we see on our bill. So just kind of wanted to pass that along. And let you guys know where we were at there. Continue to work with staff, with Luke Staley and Brain and MPUA on a potential project here. Jared and I did participate in the site visit. I think the engineering report's about done. I think the cost estimate for the first 2 units from the engineer came in, it was about $60 million. So I haven't seen the report yet, but that report will go to the Electric Commission for next week's meeting. Jared and I will plan on being down there and kind of see how things go. But so far, things kind of been coming together pretty good. And along with that project, we've got some other things. There's a, MPUA and MEC don't have, they're all administrative staff. So if they add units here, they'll sign an agreement with us or a memorandum of understanding. They sent us a draft when they've got with Macon. Jared and I looked at it, it looks pretty good. So there'll be some added work if we end up getting those units for electric production staff. And the potential, if they add the second 2 units, I'm not so sure, we'll kind of have to see, but we may have to add some help. So, which is not a bad thing. You can add jobs. New website, we're about complete with that. I think Sean talked to, we had an outfit develop kind of a template for us, and we're going to take that live, I think. So, getting closer there, I think you guys will be real happy. A lot of input from different staff, and I think it's more customer friendly. The old one had a lot of history and things that really, it was neat and nice to know, but when people come to the website, they're probably not wanting history. So we think we've got a very customer friendly site. Did touch base with DNR, looking like June on the funding for the water projects. Kind of one of those wait and see things at this point. I think we've got everything we need. I think we're reviewing the contract with Burns. And Burns has been providing answers to any information they want. So hopefully we'll get that here sometime. Now anything else to add? After the questions.
Get your poll agreements done.
They're at the right place. I'm hopeful to have the one back from AT&T marked up here in a week or so. I did email them the other day. Zito, not so much, but if he doesn't get any momentum there, I may just send out cancellation on the existing one. Push it a little bit further. So I can work with them now and see how it goes.
Website currently now does have a lot of historical stuff on it. That could probably be centralized or put somewhere, not necessarily at the forefront like it is now, but I think it's important that it's
Like a history tab or something.
Yeah, I think it's important it's retained.
Yeah.
Just that it connects the community to its past, connects the employees to the past, and sees how far we've come.
It's, we've got, maybe because I'm getting older, but we've got bigger buttons and bigger letters where it's really kind of easy. I don't know if you notice on our existing one, it's all pretty small, but you like a little link and just kind of make.
That's just being sat.
Well, we've got it on compiled, so it wouldn't, as long as it wasn't a feature on the page, if somebody wanted to dig and look, it's fine. We'll look at that. I kind of thought about that yesterday after taking you to the wastewater plant. You were telling me you were going to the site for some history and some things on the different project.
Yeah, that's.
We do have
Any process.
We do have a projects site, our section on there where we're highlighting some current projects. And currently we've got 4. We've got the UV, Miami Sub, North Street Pump Station, and the broadband. We're trying to highlight projects, large capital group projects, and let customers kind of know what we're working on. I think that's important too.
It could be that we could put the department reports on there instead of having a whole section, just have those, you know, those department reports you guys get, that kind of shows the history.
Yeah.
Might be good.
Yeah, we may have to look at those. We might bury something back there if somebody really wants to. But I think the way the old was set up, kind of, that stuff kind of hindered your navigation to where maybe you really wanted to go.
People going there to find information, get information. Easy to find.
We get that out if you guys have suggestions and stuff, you know, after that too. Anytime you see something you want us to do, just let us know. I think it's gonna be a big step forward. There's some things on there that, I was real happy with, how it turned out. Good staff, did a lot of work on it, so did a really good job.
Steve brought a point, just backtrack just a little bit, on this additional money for the well maintenance. Do we need to approve that? Are we within budget?
Those come up from time to time. I don't know when they were planning on doing that. It wouldn't hurt to get an approval, I suppose. They're not, I mean, when Travis called me last week, I told him to go ahead and have to do it. I thought they were ready to do it, but if they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, they haven't done it yet.
I think we more approval for that would be appropriate.
Need a consensus or vote?
I'd go ahead and take one.
Oh, okay.
Recommendations to approve. About $2,000, what you said?
$5,000.
Yeah, it's additional.
Budget overrun, all that.
Yeah, it's 2,000 something. I can't remember the exact figures off the top of my head.
I make a motion to approve the cost overrun for the additional asset treatment on the spot. Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the additional funding for well maintenance on well number 4 to do additional acid treatment along the swamp. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, that's gonna be, I don't know what it'll cost to replace that well. It's well into 6 figures. You had to get that.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's a no-brainer, we got to do it.
Right.
Yeah, want to go ahead and get it on.
Yeah, yeah, I think we're good.
Mary, got anything for us?
No.
Cash disbursements.
Tony did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee whiz, this.
Well,
Pleasant surprise.
so you're not driving the Maverick yet?
Not yet. They're cleaning out the old one. Tony got me the insurance card today, and Brian was waiting on a bed mat, but should be probably on the road this afternoon, maybe. But it's over there if you want to see it.
We were gonna nominate you head of vehicle procurement. Cut calls one time and
Yeah, we got a couple more we need to call on.
I think it was just timing, I think. And you know, so the last Thursday, whenever we left here, I drove by there and I saw one sitting there. And I was like, well, maybe that's it.
That was it. Make a motion to pay cash disbursements.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to pay cash disbursements as presented. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any other business? Mayor, glad to have you. Thank you.
Gonna be here.
Our next meeting is Thursday, June the 13th. That work for everybody? Okay. Should be good. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, pretty late. Concert. Oh, okay. Oh, good. So now, adjourn executive session.
There's some information there if the gentleman would like to discuss that. That's certainly up to you.
Yeah, I'm looking to figure it out.
Yeah. All right, let's do 13. So do we,
We recess for 5 minutes and then go into executive session for personal, legal, administrative, whatever.
This would be legal.
Second, Steve Mills, aye.
so we have a motion and a second to adjourn for 5 minutes and then to adjourn into executive session for legal matters. And it's roll call vote. So, yeah.
Ken Ryan, yes.
Steve, yes. Jeff Hines, yes.